Alright guys, in today's video we have some new leaks and updates to talk about for Zenless Zone 0. Some changes have been made to the 1.2 banner characters, Bernice and Caesar, so we will be going over all the new details in this video. If you guys want to keep being updated on Zenless, make sure to like, subscribe, put those notifications on to be kept updated on Zenless Zone 0 24/7. But alright, the first thing we can go over is the small nerf that they made on Caesar. So about Caesar, she will now consume 1 parry point to use hold basic attack. Now considering how broken her kit is, this is honestly not a problem. I'm not sure if you guys saw her leaked kit yet, but she looks absolutely cracked. She's going to be a really good support, her main gimmick being able to provide shield and giving a huge amount of attack to your team. I think it was like 1,000 flat attack given to your team on top of a shield, so pretty insane unit, and she looks pretty fun to play with a sword and shield. I'm definitely gonna pull this unit. But yeah, it's just a small nerf guys. I saw the others doom posting about this, but it doesn't seem like anything too crazy. We got nothing to worry about unless they do more changes, but for now she's still looking like a really good character. And now, since we covered that, we can move on to the changes done to Bernice. So she has a little more to talk about, and it's going to be regarding her core passive. Her core passive got a few changes, so let's go over it. Alright, so a pretty big text here, but let's read it over guys. There are a few changes that got made all over the place. So her core passive, when Bernice consumes energy, she accumulates ignition points up to 100. And for every 1 energy consumed, she accumulates, before it was 2 ignition points, now it's 1.4 ignition points. When the ignition point reaches 50, she's going to be entering a special fuel state until all the ignition points are exhausted. And upon entering battle, Bernice immediately gains 100% ignition points. That is actually pretty good. And during the special fuel, when Bernice hits a target with EX special attack, chain attack, ultimate, or basic attack enhanced, the target will enter a scorched state. When special fuel ends, all enemies scorched is removed. And when squad members hit enemies in the scorched state, the ember effect will be triggered, consuming 8 ignition points to deal damage to the target equal. So this got a big buff in terms of damage and went from 160% to 350% of Bernice attack. Now so far these changes look pretty good. Yes, they brought down the amount of ignition points she gets, only 1.4 ignition point for every 1 energy consumed, but now she's going to be doing like twice the amount of damage with her support effect, the amber effect when it's triggered. So this is actually a really nice trade in my opinion. And then we have the fire anomaly buildup. Amber can trigger once every 1.5 seconds. Every 10 points of anomaly proficiency increase Amber damage by 1% up to a maximum of 30%. So a nice damage increase. And the damage dealt by Amber is considered, before it was the special attack, now it's a assist attack damage. And they also changed the additional ability. So let's read it over. When another character in your squad is an anomaly character or shares the same faction, when Bernice uses basic attack, enhance, special attack, or amber, the accumulated fire anomaly buildup is increased by 65%. So this got nerfed from 75 to 65, and now it says the increased duration of burn inflicted on enemies by any character by 3%. So the last part didn't change, only the multiplier changed from 10%. Not a big deal at all. Overall, she's still looking pretty good. And that's not all for this video, guys, regarding Bernice. They actually changed her W engine as well, so we can take a look at that. So about her engine, it has a 30% attack main stat, and then while off field, this is the passive. So while off field, the equipper's energy regen increased by 0.6 per second. And we have her EX special attack or assist attack. So this is new, they added both. And when it hits an enemy, the equipper deals, instead of 4%, it's now 3.5% more damage to the target for 6 seconds, stacking up to 10 times. So not a huge deal, they only took off 0.5%. And since it stacks up to 10 times, they did take out 5% damage, but overall it's still a nice multiplier. that's still a pretty good amount of damage. And now, while Bernice is off field, her stat gain is doubled. This effect can trigger once every 0.3 seconds, and repeated trigger resets the duration. So this is a completely new addition to the engine. Upon acquiring stacks, if the equipper possesses stacks greater than or equal to 5, the equipper's anomaly proficiency increases by 50 for 6 seconds, which cannot be stacked. Okay, so after reading all the changes done on Bernice and her weapon, well, for Bernice, since they did nerf the amount of ignition she gets per energy, it really makes her signature more valuable since the signature now provides ignition as well. So you really want to pull the signature if you want to get enough energy to maintain the ignition. And maybe they did that on purpose, they want to sell the weapon as well. But the weapon is still pretty good on other characters. I would say it's one of the better engines in the game. Even valuable for characters like Piper. She can make really good use of this. She actually needs the energy this engine provides. So yeah guys, these are all the changes made to Bernice and Caesar. Some nerfs and buffs. We can always expect it since we are in the beta phase. And that is pretty much all for the leaks for today. If there's anything else, I will keep you guys updated. If you guys enjoyed, feel free to like, subscribe, put those notifications on, and I'll see you all in the next one.